From the Hollywood foothills of North Carolina, I am the real Brad Bell, joining you today for a very special video. The first in a series of hopefully many to come, unboxing and mini reviews based on the various collectible products that I always seem to pick up despite my wife's best wishes. So, today, what are we talking about? What are we unboxing? What are we reviewing? Today, we are going to look at the 1/6 scale, the Flash statue from DC Collectibles, based on the one, the only Grant Gustin's iconic performance of the character on the hit CW show. You can get this item for $105 at BigBadToyStore.com, or you can search places like Entertainment Earth if you want to pick one of these up. So, let's move forward with the unboxing / review. First of all, here's the box. Very nice packaging. If you notice, it's very similar to some of the stuff that is with the new DCU marketing campaign. Just this kind of sleek, a lot of that over white style. You see a couple different portraits of the actual statue on the sides of the box, just a plain white bottom. What's cool is you have the actual advertisement for the Arrow unhooded statue, which I actually was fortunate enough to get for my birthday last year. So it'll be cool to display the Flash right next to this one on my shelf out here in my podcast / collecting room. Just kind of cool when companies advertise future past products that relate to the character, even though it's like a high-end collectible. No, this isn't a hot toy, but still a high-end level statue from DC Collectibles. Kind of makes you feel like a kid again. Just looking back at the boxes, when you were a kid, you had an item your parents maybe just picked up for you. You're like, I want that next, right? That was always the joy of it. So there's the box. Just cool, very sleek, very simple, very clean aesthetic. Nothing to complain about here. But on to the deets, on to the good stuff. And I've actually kind of cheated a little bit. I've cut the styrofoam so you guys don't have to go through that. So let's lean down. Here we have the actual statue. Looks like everything arrived in good condition from DC Collectibles, so that's always good. So we have here, excuse me as I lean down, a very sturdy base with the Flash logo. You have to appreciate that. DC kind of copyright on the bottom. So let's see what we got here. Let's get this bad boy in his pegs, if you will. Kind of odd how it goes in his pegs there. Hope I'm doing this right. That is kind of the beauty of live podcasting, video casting, I think. There we go. It's cool. He does look like he's lunging. He's running. I know it's kind of maybe difficult to see, but nice sculpt. I think it's way closer to Grant Gustin's than maybe that unhooded Arrow statue was to Stephen Amell. So you have to like that. You have to look. There's a lot of detail here. You see every little part of the mesh. The gloves are very detailed. Something that Stephen's gonna love, who wants to cosplay as this character. You see the gold on the boots, man. The paint application is really, really slick on this. You have the little bolts here on the belt that you can see, very detailed. The paint is very on point. It's not like it's running off onto the suit. And you see the little kind of ripples here on Grant Gustin's behind, but it actually looks like a texture, a fabric, even though it's a statue, kind of giving it almost a Hot Toys look without the Hot Toys price. What DC Collectibles has been able to do with their statues over the past year compared to where they used to be, where it was just like, sculpts are going to be off, paint's going to be off, there's probably going to be quality control problems. Boy, have they come a long way. The paint's really detailed on his little communicator ears there on both sides. The logo looks really good. This is maybe the only point where the paint is a little off in the little circular part right here, But man, this is a steal for something of this quality. I mean, you have something very close to Hot Toys quality for, as I said earlier in the video, not Hot Toys price. Now, is it a sculpt like you're going to see maybe in some of the Christian Bale Batman Hot Toys or something of that nature, or the new Hawkeye that just came out? No, it's not. But you're paying half the price. Am I right? So I highly recommend, if you're a fan of Grant Gustin, if you're a fan of the Flash on CW, if you're a mid-range to high-end collector and you want something more than maybe the 6-inch scale DC collectible figure based on the same character for about 20 bucks, then there's a lot of bang for your buck here. Paint application is nice. Details on the costume are very nice. You have different shades of red all over this costume, and I say that as a good thing, as a compliment. So I would definitely recommend this. I would probably give it about an 8.5 out of 10 if I were rating it on the official Geeks with Wives rating scale. So again, you can find this at bigbadtoystore.com. You can find this at entertainmentearth.com. And of course, this going for some really reasonable prices on eBay.com right now. So I highly recommend it. Again, if it's a must own, if you're a fan of the CW Flash, and I know we all can't wait for that show to pick back up this October, because if you've listened to the Capes podcast, you know I've said this is the probably best on-screen superhero thing there has been since Christopher Nolan's interpretation of Batman, the Dark Knight trilogy. So I know season 1's about to come out on DVD and Blu-ray. It's about to hit Hulu, probably about to hit Netflix if it follows the arrow path. So definitely get caught up before October, as those home video releases are hitting soon. So again, there he is. Highly recommended. That beautiful base with the arrow there. Again, you saw the sleek box. So if you have any questions, if you have any comments, leave them in this YouTube video. You can also tweet me at The Real Brad Bell, REEL Brad Bell, and brad.bell@geekswithwives.com if you'd like to email me. If you have any products you would like me to review or talk about on our site, just reach out to me. Again, thanks for listening. And from the Hollywood foothills of North Carolina, we are out.